The COVID-19 outbreak has caused a lot of people to fall on hard times. Not just economically, but emotionally as well. The increased economic pressure on people, as well as loneliness, the loss of loved ones, and just the uncertainty of the future is a recipe for disaster. However, while it may feel like we're drowning in nothing but a sea of troubles, it's important to pay attention to the little positivity that we can find. Mvuyisi Mboko was a matric student at Alexander Road High School, who, like most of us, has found himself with a lot of time on his hands. Time we sometimes wish we didn't have.
That first 8 weeks I went through a really bad time because I was kind of looking inside, That's the problem. Because I was looking inside and I hadn't had time to look inside for so long that what I looked in was different to what I expected it to be, and that's kind of hurt.
Envy has grown because of the self-reflection, and as a result, has emerged with a more positive outlook.
I think the fact that we have time now is an opportunity, not so much a hindrance. Well, it is a hindrance, but it was an opportunity.
The gift of time presents us with so many possibilities. However, we often find ourselves spending it idly, browsing social media, or trying to find something to watch on Netflix. We miss the opportunity. Envy has found that getting away from his phone has helped him take advantage of it.
If you had clarity of mind for even, let's say like an hour a day of freedom, of nothing to do. Because, there was a time when classes weren't there, and there was a time when it was just a bunch of angst rolled up, and, if you took an hour away from your phone, you'd have an extreme sense of freedom where you could actually look into yourself and find something, You actually had time to develop a skill. This lockdown was 2 months, bro. You had time to develop a skill, a taste, something. It's still going to be going on for a long time. So it was the opportunity that we don't really think we needed, which was time. It really came at an extreme cost of a lot of human lives, but we got time to find ourselves, basically. It's kind of cliche, but it's true.
However, Envy admits that like isolation, social media has its positives as well. Apps like Instagram and Twitter may distract us, but ironically enough, they can also direct our attention to where it needs to be and raise awareness on important events and issues.
We had a whole incident that happened with the cops in America, but since we're all indoors now, we're all have nothing better to do. We all looked at it, we all saw, the whole world is what watched that moment happen, and the whole world is reacting. Yes, we reacted to Black Lives Matter, but we had things to do those times, so we didn't really have as much of a microscope on it because we had our own lives to focus on. But now we're all stuck at home. We all saw it because we're all on social media. So, yes, there's so much pitfalls of social media, but I guess the fact that we all have nothing better to do, it's giving us time and attention.
Even though the world has slowed down, life still seems pretty chaotic. Most of our lives have been thrown off balance, and we are surrounded by negativity. But there is light through the storm, and we should choose to see it. Envy leaves us with one last piece of advice.
Don't be afraid to not be on your phone, because yes, the thoughts suck, but under all those dumb thoughts and right thoughts, that's what you really think, Under all of that, you have to go through the negative stuff, and then eventually you'll find it.
What's up, guys? Today was a bit shorter than the first episode. That's because I'm making this for university, for my course, for marks. And the last episode was 17 minutes? Yeah, 17 minutes over the time limit. So, understandably, I got in a bit of trouble for that. However, I do plan on making longer content in the future. In fact, next week, I'm going to be speaking to Johan van Lochrenberg. He is a former SARS official who oversaw the investigation of the illegal cigarette trade in South Africa, and the author of the book Tobacco Wars, which is a phenomenal book, and I highly suggest it to anyone listening to this. It's crazy. It really is crazy, the shenanigans that is going on behind the scenes in the tobacco industry in South Africa. And the implications that it has on our democracy even. It goes that deep. So I would recommend that book to anybody listening. look forward to that next week, and I will see you then. Cheers, guys.